In this episode of Mad About Diecast, we're going to take a look at another car from the M2 Castline company. This is a 1/24 scale, so the car is quite a bit larger than the cars we've been looking at. This is an all-new casting that the M2's put out, and it's a casting of the 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 429. This car is limited to 5,000 pieces, and this car has over 100 parts that make up the car. On the bottom of the box it says over here over 100 pieces, and it has an example of how many pieces go into making an M2 1/24 scale car. And down here it says it's all about quality and detail. And with M2 cars, they do put a lot of detail in their cars, and the quality is really nice in these cars. So I'm going to pop open this box. We'll take a look at the car on the base, and then we'll also remove the car from the base in just a few minutes. Here's the car out of the box, and before I took it totally apart, I wanted to show you the box here. It looks like it's got a framework around this, so you could probably stack a couple of these on top of each other, one on top of another. Unfortunately, when I opened up the box, this part right here was broken, so that's not going to do us any good right there. We'll try and pop this off. Maybe it comes off, maybe it doesn't. Looks like it does come apart to some degree. There we go. The base pops off. Look at that. And we'll get this side off over here. Okay, so here is the car out of the box on its base. That's a pretty nice presentation in and of itself right there. It's got the diamond plating base here for the car on the base. Of course, the name 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 329. By the way, this car is from it's from release number 28 for any of those interested. I'm going to go ahead and remove the car from the base, and we'll take a closer look at it because there's some plastic parts I'll need to cut off and remove so we can open up the doors. There's a plastic part that goes around there to keep the doors from flying around. But I'll take this off from the base, and we'll take a closer look at it. I was about to take the car off the base, and I decided to turn the camera back on and show you how this is attached to the base. But there's 4 screws right here. I've got one out already. The other 3 will just I've got them loose, so we'll just undo those so you can kind of see how it comes apart. There's the 4 screws right there, and then there's another 4 screws inside here which holds this base on. So we'll take this off. We get these off real quick. While we're undoing this, it's allowing me to take a look at the undercarriage of the car, and there's a fair amount of detail under here, and we'll go over some of it and describe this to you once we get this base off. Okay, come on off. There we go. Okay, so we got the base off. We'll go ahead and remove these parts. While we're underneath here, you've got the steering mechanism under here. It's got the blue motor, the blue painted motor, and the silver exhaust pipes that go all the way to the back. It's got the leaf springs back here. It's got rubber tires with a really nice tread pattern in them. So that's the undercarriage. It's got the front dam up here. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and cut this plastic part off that holds the doors together. So we'll take that out so we can open up the doors in just a minute. Before we open up the doors, we'll close our, let's see, back here we've also got a piece of plastic back here that holds the trunk open while it's in the package. So now we've got the trunk closed, and that's got a nice tight fit to it on that trunk. Let me zoom down just a little bit so you can kind of see that just a little bit better there. Okay, so we've got the trunk with a nice tight fit on the trunk. The hood doesn't go down quite as far as I would like, but it's still a pretty nice tight fit all the way around. See, this door opens up right there, and you see the interior. And the other door on the other side opens up right there. Okay, so we'll pop open the hood and we'll take a look inside here. See if we can zoom in just a little bit and get a better look at that. So there's the motor. It's got the fair amount of detail in here. The radiator cap, the motor, the braces across here, the air cleaner, silver painted parts in the motor plus the blue motor. So that's a nice fair amount of detail. Sorry about moving the camera out of the way. That's my mistake because I'm getting a little jiggly here with the camera. Okay, and then we'll back this back up and open up this door. And hopefully you can see a little bit of detail in there. I've got the chrome door handles, mirrors. Open up the trunk. In the trunk is a typical Mustang trunk. Not a lot of room there. There is some detail back here in the trunk compartment. And the Mustang words back there, the Mustang logo right there, and the patented 3-light system that they have. On this side over here, we'll open up the driver's door. You can see the little bit of detail in there with the steering wheel, the gear shifter. Looks pretty nice in there. So we'll back up just a little bit. Pull that back out and close that door, and that door fits pretty good and tight there too. So we'll close the hood. Set this over here. And of course, when you turn the wheels or turn the steering wheel turns, or vice versa. If you turn the steering wheel, the front wheels will turn. And on the front, it does have the Mustang logo here on the front of the grille. With over 100 pieces, this is a nice rendition of the 1970 Ford Mustang Boss 429. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Mad About Diecast. I'm going to zoom back out so you can get a full shot of this before we sign off. But this is Mad About Diecast. Click subscribe, and we'd love to have you as a subscriber. We'll be doing more of these cars, more of the Disney Pixar cars. Leave a comment, let us know what kind of cars you'd like to see, because that's the kind of cars we'll do. We're signing off now. Have a good day, and this is Mad About Diecast.